Yo, what's up? It's your boy Carcino here. Let's talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Raekwon versus Ghostface or Ghostface versus Raekwon battle. Everybody know, like, these are my guys. Like, if you don't know, this is my hip hop era. Ray and Ghost, Wu Tang. This was it. And oh my God, you ever get a call from a girl? Yeah, here it is. So, you ever get a call from a girl you ain't heard from in years, just out the blue, from a new phone number? Like, is this still you? I'm like, oh man. Like, this is one I would go back to smash. Woo. Might have to revisit that. Just a little too far away. A little too far away. Like, that was my out of state piece. Whenever I come and touch down in that state, I already knew I had a place to stay, all that. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get back to why y'all here. I'll check that message out after this. Ray and Ghost. I made the video saying, because these are my guys. This is the era I grew up in. This is still hip hop. This is Sino. You understand? This is the essence of who I've come from in this era. These was my guys. Ray and Ghost. I'm like, you know about Ghost hitting me with the bottle by accident. You know all of it. You also know that when they made this battle, I said, what the hell? Ray can't battle Ghost? Like, what kind of goofiness is this? I didn't want to see these two battling each other like that. I'm like, no, I mean, it'd be cool, for, a bag, get your money, because everybody doing the versus thing, but they own the same records. Like a lot. Ray's whole career is basically features. All his biggest songs is with Ghost on them. So I'm like, this is going to be a hard to do to battle. It really is. And I was like, man, looking at everything in totality and seeing the whole project play out, I was just like, man, it's kind of wild. Like how we got to this point. You feel me? Everybody tried to make scorecards and keep up with who won. I had to watch it later because I'm having a hard time tracking this. I'm enjoying the moment. Like this thing threw me all the way back. I'm on my seat on certain songs. I'm singing the song better than they doing. Because this was my group. Now when they did the special delivery song and Raekwon came out with the "Skew It on the Barbecue," I'm probably the only one that knew the lyrics. Besides some of the other people, like the people that know Ray and Ghost, a lot of them didn't mess with those two songs. Like the remix, a special delivery with everybody on it, like Craig Mack, Keith Murray, and they had Ghostface. A lot of people just like the original version. But there was so many remixes on that beat because the beat was just too fire to, and G Dep just screwing it all up. But now, and Ray came with "Skew It on the Barbecue," and that whole flow was sick. But that's Ray all the way. "Skew It on the Barbecue" verse was just too vicious. Uh, they had then he do Ghost Dini. Then he had my song with with 10 bricks, Raekwon verse on 10 bricks. That with Donna, that was like one of his greatest 10 bricks. I gave that to Ray, even though I love Ghost Dini, but that that's Ray. So Ray came out winning two in a row. Then you got what was that? Ghost came with that with that what's his name? The fourth chamber. The only man I hold wait for is the Sky Blue Valley Kid in '83 who killed Islam. I said, oh, it's over. Ain't nothing Ray got can mess with that. Ray came with the House of a Flying Daggers. You know that Cuban Link Part 2. I was like, yeah, but Deck kills that. Him and Meth, everybody did better than Ray on that track. So, the victory goes to Ghost on that one. Ghostface came with Mighty Healthy versus Incarcerated Scarfaces. That one's close. But a lot of people like Mighty Healthy like that. I'm more with Ray when Incarcerated Scarfaces on Mighty Healthy. And I do want to say this. Ghostface gave this man the greatest pass of all times, dude. I mean, Ghost could have blown. He was making this a battle. Like, he's choosing songs really that can. I'm like, Ghost could blow this out the water. Like, really do this ugly. If this was really a battle, but this was more of a brotherhood, them coming together to vibe out and have a good time and all this stuff. Ghostface Killer versus Raekwon the Chef. That's just, it just was like, what? um, Black Jesus, that's easily a Ghostface. Raekwon's verse from Live from New York does not touch Ghostface Black Jesus. When you hear that Ten Commandment beat, it was over. So that was it. Um, a lot of people like Immobilarity. I did not like that album. Man, oh my God. I'm looking at like the It's Yours song they did. Now this is where I have a hard time understanding who's winning and who's losing. Ray did the Watch, which I really wasn't feeling. And then it was they turned into It's Yours. And I'm like, okay, Ray and Ghost to watch. And then they did, and I'm confused now. I don't know who's what is what. Cause I'm like, okay, who's going against who, what's going against what? They start performing whole songs together. Sorry, had to text her back. Uh, Impossible. Oh, come on. 100 rounds was all right. That was one of Ray's best out of nobility. But come on now, Impossible. Yo, son, man, when Ghost start getting into that emotional, could it be? My man's gonna leave, my about to leave. He was announced and pronounced there, y'all, at 303. That's done. Uh, the ice cream. I mean, damn, everybody performed on ice cream. They even had Donna out there. I'm like, Donna! Man, I was losing my mind. I don't know what song went up against that. I really don't. I know Shayla Ghost was played. I just don't know who was what. There was so much talking in between, and then they was fading. Like they were fading out. It was sweating and give me some water. I like these dudes about 55 years old. You know what I'm saying? They got them chairs. They sitting down. Like, man, let the records play. Pretty soon, I'm like, man, these things be going too long. 3 hours? I'm like, they making a Marvel Avengers movie out of this. Oh, we was down there. Oh man, we was doing what they call what that was that song he did with Kanye. That oh, you know I hate that Shayla Ghost song, so Ray got that off anything if that went up against it. But I know the Kanye West song with Ghost, that New God Flow, they played that, and then Raekwon did State of Grace. That was on I think Bulletproof Wallets. But State of Grace, man, yeah, that's a classic. New God Flow, man, I get that to Ray, man. Nutmeg, ooh, yeah, Ghostface on Nutmeg. I gotta go with Ghost on that. Even though Criminology, you know what I'm saying? Ghostface really kills that. You know, so this is what I'm saying. It's so confusing, bruh. It's like this is where it gets so confusing. That's what I'm saying. Most of their songs are together. You be like, wait a minute, I don't know who winning what. I mean, Raekwon's Cream song, Cream verse was definitely the song that brought Ray out. So Ray was gonna win that. Daytona 500 versus Rainy Days remix. You know what I'm saying? And like again, another like I don't know who's battling what. Same songs. They all on all of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go with Ghost on Rainy Days. Even though Ray did burn that Daytona 5. These index spray whack cats like Windex. He was japping on that. Oh man, Run with Jadakiss that don't stand up to Glaciers of Ice. Once Glacier of Ice was played, and Master Killer came out there on the record, it's over. But then Ghostface didn't even do his verse, so I'm like, oh, the Ghostface verse. My seeds growing, his seeds marry his seeds. That's how we keep Wu Tang money all up in the family. I'm like, we didn't get that verse. This is a versus battle, and you ain't give me that verse. Whoa! Man, you talking about ready to break a remote? Oh man. Oh no, that Johnny Blaze song, I couldn't stand that song with Nas and everybody on there. John Blaze, that Fat Joe song with everybody else on there. I hated that song. Ghostface is over winning that 10 times over. Hated that track. Uh, Ghostface won. Ghost all day. Shoot. New Ghostface won. I don't even care what Ray played. Uh, oh, Rich and Black featuring Nas on the part two, called Cuban Links 2. But then he did Neo. You don't get a nigga back like that. Whoa. My man hate that song. He hate that. I hate that damn track. I was like, but that's a Ghostface type record, man. Ghost did his thing on that. But you ain't gotta get him back like that. Then I gotta go ride with Ghost on that. Cause I kinda like Nas' verse on Rich and Black. Cash Root, don't nothing move but the bone. Oh, verbal intercourse. I'm gonna get that to Ray, but because the Carl Thomas song "Never Be the Same Again," that's another one of those. That man, Nas' verse was just so flawless. I mean, it made everybody else look like they verse sucked, which it didn't. And that's why I try to tell people, like, man, everybody else verse on there was dope. Me, Nas, and Ray's got the best product on the block. Word up, throw your hands up. This is what gets me. I'm like, that verse was dope. Why? Everybody verse was dope on there, so verbal intercourse definitely gonna win. So Ray got that. Uh, the new cash, that new cash rules, the scary hours versus summertime. I don't know what Ghost was thinking. That's Raekwon all day. You know, can it be? Then they do the. He started doing all them love songs and all that stuff. Like he did the Tiana Taylor joint, and I wasn't feeling that at all. But Raekwon got that one. Because that's what I'm saying. This is when they were all breaking down. You know, yeah, I wanted to hear Buck 50. You know, everybody coming out there. Cap a slide through with the ghost. Post up like paint on the walls. I was like, I was just listening to that yesterday. Uneducated girls be like, Ghost, you so crazy. Man, come on. Where would we be? Man, I'm trying to think. Who would have won here? Oh, they ended it with "Can It Be All So Simple?" You know, and Ghostface did the "All I Got Is You," making songs about picking roaches out of cereal. You know, I think Ray got that one. I think, and overall, after what I've heard, I didn't even keep in score. But Ray won, and Ghost. It's like Ghost gave it to him. It really did. Ghost just went all love song on him. I'm like, oh man, come on. You coming with this Beyonce summertime joint? And then that's a nice verse. But I'm like, This is a versus battle, dog. You can't come with that. Anyhow, I just want to say I'm proud of all of y'all. And we gonna do a live stream later today. Chop it up. But I had to come out and show some love for this uninterrupted. But definitely let me know what y'all think in the comment section because I'm gonna premiere it. So I'm gonna be reading y'all comments while it's premiering and seeing what y'all thought about this. I'm like, Ghost, man, why don't you come with this verse, this song? Like he could have really brought some heat off of just Supreme Clientele. Off of the Iron Man. Like I'd love to hear any verse from what's that? Of Iron Man. The poisonous darts. I'm like, where's poisonous darts? I'm like, man, I thought this was a battle, son. I didn't get his verse from a lot of songs that Ray was on. I'm like, dog, Ray's on that joint. Yeah, you could have put that joint up. You could have kept that song rolling and be like, oh, just keep that beat going. I'm on this track too. Let me go off that. Cause when I heard Glacier's Eyes, I said, okay, well then this is it. Cause soon as Ghost verse come, that's it. It's over. So it was like Ghost laid down and let his man have one. So that's my thoughts on it. Don't forget to subscribe to the page if you're new here. Hit the like button. It was all love. Everybody had a blast watching it and enjoying it. And that's really what matters anyway. So I'm out. Wu-Tang!